We go back to Mikey Medigon, who's in Minnesota, where hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Mikey Medigon, what's the story?
I'm here in Minnesota. I didn't even know this was a state. This ain't Florida. This ain't Philadelphia. Wherever the hell I am, it is cold as it gets. I got my hood up. I got my sunglasses on. I'm also kind of trying to keep it low key. Either way, a Minnesota woman visiting the hotel with her husband and children sexually abused two 15-year-old hockey players at this establishment. Now, Allison Lee Sherndon, 38, was charged with criminal sexual conduct in the third degree and criminal sexual conduct in the fourth degree. The complaint was viewed by Law and Crime and said that several youth hockey teams were visiting this hotel from out of state in the area on the night of January 14th, 2024. Members of the team went to the hotel pool after dinner like the kids do. Sherndon allegedly left the sauna that she was in and joined these children in the hot tub. In the hot tub, the boys left. They talked to her a little bit. Victim one happened to say, as I quote it, that rather than go to the pool right away, he was in his room packing for the return trip the next day. He received a photo from Sheridan and a teammate with the message telling him, "You wouldn't believe what happened. Come down to the pool area." Of course, his friend goes down. It sounds tremendous. They go down to the pool. They meet Miss Sheridan. Victim two at that point says Sheridan's husband came to the pool area and yelled the words of the effect, "If you don't come upstairs right now, our relationship is over." Now, the boys left for curfew at 10 p.m. They got a hockey game tomorrow. They got stuff to do. They're 15, but returned later with one another to sneak back down to the pool because they knew there was dirty deeds. They go back down to the pool. Documents stated at this time that the husband came back down and told his Brazil Medigon of a wife that this was her last chance to come back upstairs. If she didn't, their marriage is over. The boys, along with two other teammates, ended up hanging with her. Now, she told them that she was 38 and was old enough to be their parent. The documents then said that they went back to the room. As they went back to the room, victim one, and I quote you, reported to the police, Sheridan said, "Let's just do more. Let's have sex. We're already here. You already have a 38-year-old woman female in your bed. Don't you want to do more?" Victim one described feeling struck in the moment and did not know what to say. So with his response, he still thought in his head, not really, but he said, "Sure, whatever, buddy." The boys had a game on January 15th. The next day, in between, a text came through from Miss Sheridan asking them where they were playing. Now, again, Miss Sheridan then gets told by the boys that they are already lost, which they did not, because they did not want this creepy broad around no more. Victim one said they all started getting nervous when he was shaking on the bench. At one point, this young bull who did the dirty deed wanted to leave what happened the night before in the past and was trying to get away while she followed them. And quote, "It was really creepy." After returning to Colorado, Sheridan texted victim one saying the words of effect, "I will do anything you want. Just don't tell the police or report what happened." Victim one responded that he didn't want anything from her and blocked her on the social media they call Snapchat. In response, after this, she hit up victim two and asked him why his buddy blocked him after letting her get the whole 9 yards. Shout out J-Dub. Either way, this lady now is very, very much in trouble. And towards the end, they made sure to let her know that finally the cops came and picked her up. When the cops picked her up, Miss Sheridan was arrested on February 1st and agreed to speak with the pigs after waiving her right like a scafozo, according to documents. She allegedly said she and her husband went with their two children in the hotel in Roseville for a staycation. I'm not sure what that is. A staycation. On the weekend of January 13th, she acknowledged talking with one 16-year-old male hockey players who were staying there. Sheridan said the next night she went back to the pool area to get away from her husband because they weren't getting along and they were in an argument. And what did she do? She let these boys become men. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this. She's probably going to go to jail. I'm not exactly sure. She did admit to joining three boys in a hotel room and admitted to the police to have sexual contact, but only with two of them. That's it. I don't know if it's really cold up here. I don't know what's in the water. We're in Minnesota. I've never been here. It's cold as balls. There's no houses. There's no good restaurants. I can't even get a good meal. But what I do know is that apparently, if you stay indoors too long and you find an old Brazil who's not happy with what her husband's doing, and you're 15, pull out your Pishfindel and become a man, my friend. I, Mikey Medigon, on site, on scene. What do you hear? What do you say? Back to the studio. Matthew, WPP, Channel 4 News.
All right. Thank you for that, Mikey Medigon. I would just like to say in response to Mikey Medigon's comment, we do not support statutory rape on this show in any shape or form. That being said, if you do add the two victims' ages together, you get a 30-year-old. So it had to be dead.